Hey y'all, we're back again today. We're gonna do another story time. We got some Silver Haze off the 5G, gonna be puffing on that while I tell y'all, and it's my wake and bake, so we'll see how that goes. My heater's on, so all the air's blowing everywhere right now. But so today I think we're gonna dive in on my worst mushroom experience. Because alright, I've done a lot of hallucinogens. I've tripped LSD more times than I can count. I've tripped shrooms more times than I can count. But I've only had one or two bad experiences out of all of those trips. And this one really stuck out. Now this was more recent. This was in the last 2 years. It was at my apartment here. And so first things first, I gotta kind of explain where I'm located. So I'm off the highway about a quarter mile. I'm pretty close. Right next to the highway is this little shopping district. You know, it's got just a couple stores, an alley behind it, and then a car dealership. And then on the other side of me are suburbs. Just like nothing big, just a little subdivision. You know, it's got a little park, cute little area. And so we like to, when we trip, you know, walk through there. And it's a nice little area. You know, go play at the park, go walk around, fuck around, whatever. It's nice, get some fresh air. It was summertime, so it's not like it's cold or anything. And you know, we took probably, I don't know, I want to say an eighth each or so. We mixed it in the mushroom tea too, because I don't know if y'all have ever done that. If you haven't, actually, one of these days I'll make a video on how I make my mushroom tea, because what I do is I make it through a coffee pot and then I mix it with hot chocolate. It's crazy. You don't taste the mushrooms, you don't know you're tripping mushrooms, but then, you know, within 30 minutes you're tripping balls. So my apologies, I woke up with a bit of a cold yesterday and I'm still dealing with that today. So sorry for any sniffles or sore throat sounding noises. Alright, so we take these mushrooms and we sit around on our couch, wait, you know, about that 30 minutes for them to start kicking in. And they do, of course. Start seeing the walls shaking, the little tracers, minor visuals, nothing crazy. And we're like, cool, let's go start walking around. And now it's nighttime. It's like probably 9 or 10 o'clock at night at this point. It's getting dark. We did a late night trip for whatever reason. And so we're walking through these suburbs. And now all these roads kind of loop back around. They're all just like big loops, right? So you're just kind of walking down them. And I start noticing, like, the first thing that was weird was a black, like, I'm not normally a superstitious person, but a black cat just ran out of nowhere. Like, nobody saw this cat. It just, still was in the middle of the road. It was like, and then skirted off. And that made us a little nervous. We were like, huh, that seems like ominous, which that probably didn't help the trip at all. So then, you know, we see that cat, and I start seeing faces. And all these parked cars on the side of the street, every single one, it looks like there's a face just staring at me. Different faces in them all, but faces. So now I'm starting to get really freaked out because, like, then I walk a little closer to the car. I'm like, focus my vision. There's no one in there. And I'm like, okay, so I'm just hallucinating faces. That's a new one. Like, normally don't see just floating faces. And so I'm like, ah, boy. You know, we keep seeing those and start to freak me the fuck out because now I'm starting to feel ominous. I'm feeling like I'm being watched. Like, it just doesn't seem like a good night to be out anymore. So I'm like, all right, let's start working our way back. We'll work our way back. And I'm like, well, I don't want to just be sitting in the apartment. Apologies. But I'm like, I don't want to just be sitting in my apartment, you know? Like, we should walk around. So me and my fiance were like, all right, let's go try going towards like the stores and the shopping area because they'll have lights, street lights and stuff. It'll be better. So we do a walk and like we go down our sidewalk, walk way down that way. We'll cross the street and start walking back up. And I'm like, let's go down the alley because, like, you know, I don't want to walk in the main parking lot because that's where everyone's at. We start walking down the alley, and like the way this alley works is like there's a straight alley, there's a little side in between the two buildings, and then the alley keeps going back and around. So we follow it, we get to that T where you can either go straight into the main area or you can keep going down the alleys. And she's like, let's go into the main area. And I'm like, well, let's go down the alleys. Like, we're tripping, we don't want to run into anyone. So we literally not even take 5 steps. All right, and you gotta remember, it's like midnight at this point. Like, it's late. The only thing open in the area is Buffalo Wild Wings. This car dealership is closed, lights off, nobody's in the car dealership. We take about 5 steps into the second alley, and a car alarm in the middle of that dealership just starts going off. I mean, like, midnight, you know, a car alarm going off, that seems a little odd. So we're like, let's not go this way. We took that as a sign from the universe to turn around. So we turn around, right? And we start walking towards the main area. We take not even like 5 steps that way until we can see the clear, like, you know, we get out of the buildings, we can actually see. And there's a cop that is parked there. That cop was not there before we started walking the other direction. So, I mean, in like 30 seconds, this whole thing happened. He pulled up and parked and killed his lights and everything. And he was just sitting in there. We're like, no, let's not go that way either. I don't want to talk to Mr. Police Officer. So we ended up coming back to our apartment, you know, and we're just chilling here. I think I ended up destroying the whole, like, I barricaded off like the living room. We had to sleep in the living room because I was so paranoid. And my roommate, he's got this that skull mask up there. You can only kind of see it. It's from Bleach. It's pretty sick, actually. But that I had to put that down and hide it because I was so yeah, no, I was like so anxious after that whole experience. I was just sitting in my car, like, just turn on TV and just watch the show. We'll be done tripping soon. Definitely one of my worst trips. I mean, I've never had an experience that bad before. Like, the whole time was just the extremist anxiety that something was wrong, like things weren't working the way they were supposed to. I don't know. It was a scary trip, that's for sure. I mean, it did stop me from tripping again, but it was scary. Yeah. I think that one hit. Damn. That sore throat's not working in my favor. But yeah, no, nothing else really crazy happened off it, but just, that was a weird experience, pretty spooky. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's all there really is on it. Well, if you guys made it this far, make sure you like the video, subscribe. We always are posting smoking content on the shorts, trying to post strain reviews and story time stuff on these main videos. Yeah, if y'all have any crazy experiences with things, like if you've had any bad trips, mushrooms, LSD, shit, I don't know, Datura, I don't know if, or not Datura, DMT, I don't think you can really have a bad trip on DMT, unless you've tripped way too much and the, like, machine else will, like, be gone, out of my realm type shit, but for the most part, you can't really have a bad trip. So, yeah, I mean, if you guys have had any bad trips, though, feel free to comment them down below. I'd love to read them. I find it entertaining hearing about other people's experiences with these kinds of drugs. Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss any key details for y'all on this. I think that's the majority of that trip. I know it doesn't sound like much, but it was just a lot of weird little, like, things, especially that car alarm going off. It was a weird series of events, and it was, you know, and you're tripping, you're in an altered state of mind. It was spooky. Definitely made my anxiety peak out. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed.